Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in for today's yoga practice. Today we'll need a set of blocks if you have them handy, or you can use books just to allow us to get deeper into some lunges. So hop into something comfy and let's start in a easy seat. Feet crossed in front. We'll take our palms and move the flesh out from underneath the sitting bones and start to come into your body. So whatever you've been doing throughout the day, just let it go. Whatever you have to do the rest of the day, don't think about that right now. Just be here now and allow yourself to come back to your body. So all of that said, bring your palms to the top of your knees. Find length in the spine. Maybe shift a little bit from side to side. Get any wiggles out. Allow your eyes to gently fall closed. And start to connect with the breath. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the nose. Allowing the shoulders to relax down the back while lengthening the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, creating a sensation of space behind the head. Let the tongue soften from the roof of your mouth and release any tension you may be carrying in your jaw and your forehead. Just allow your face to soften. And bring your awareness to the base of your spine, noticing the stability of the floor beneath you, holding you upright, and then bringing this line of energy up through the base of your spine by gently lifting the navel in and up, creating an area of support in the center. And then just following that line of energy up the back and out the crown of your head. Taking another deep breath in and a full breath out. Your eyes can remain closed or your gaze softly ahead as we extend our fingertips out on either side of our body. And we'll start to marry the movement and breath here. So inhale, spin the palms up and overhead, lengthen the fingertips up to the sky, reaching up and out. And then exhale, spin the palms down to the floor, moving the hands down. Inhale, rotate the palms up, lift your hands. Exhale as though you were moving through water. And just notice what you're feeling in your shoulder blades. Inhale, palms up. Maintaining that lift along the center of your spine. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale, palms up. Lifting the ribs off of your pelvis. Exhale, lower. And then we'll keep the left palm planted. Inhale, right palm up and overhead, lengthening through the fingertips. Exhale, gently lean over to the left side, getting a nice stretch along the right side of your body. Maybe gazing up at your right palm. Inhale, rise on the breath. Exhale, lower the right palm. Inhale, left hand up and overhead, reach with the fingertips. Exhale, lean to your right, feeling that nice stretch. Maybe bringing your gaze up towards the left fingers. Another deep breath in as we slowly rise. Exhale. Lower the left palm down, and from here we'll enter a seated twist. But before we do so, we'll inhale, both palms up and overhead, lengthening towards the ceiling as much as you can. So belly button lifts in and up, and keep this engagement of the core as you twist over to your left knee, bringing the right palm to the top of the left knee, the left palm behind. Finding a gentle twist here, not cranking into it quite yet. Maintaining the integrity along the center of your body as you inhale, lift up a little bit more, and then exhale, gently twist to the left just a bit more, using the leverage from the right palm on the left of your knee. Exhaling, twisting, feeling the organs, getting a nice little internal massage here. These twists are great for the digestive tract. Deep breath in. And then exhale, come back through center, bring the palms down on either side. Once again, inhale the palms up and overhead, finding that length. Exhale, maintain the length, twist over to your right, left palm to the right knee, right palm behind. Inhale, belly button in and up, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, gently twist a little bit more. And then inhale, come back through center, undo the twist, bring your palms to the tops of your knees. Pause here for a moment, just notice what you feel from side to side, maybe shimmy a bit. And then we'll dive forward onto our hands and knees, coming into a nice tabletop pose. Palms directly underneath the elbows and the knees directly underneath the hips. Pressing down and away from the floor as we inhale, curve the spine up towards the sky, relax the low sacrum down, engage the belly button in and up, and allow your head to fall between your shoulder blades. Inhale, lower the belly button down towards the floor, find a nice curve in the low back. Pull your heart between your shoulders, continue to press down into the top of your shins. Deep breath in, and then on the exhale, press away from the floor like you're trying to get away from it. You'll use the strength of your core here to help guide you. Inhale, belly down. Gaze forward. Exhale, press down and away. We'll do this 3 more times, moving at the pace of your own breath, maybe finding a little intuitive movement here. So you could rock your hips from side to side. You can move your hips in a figure 8. You could take a breath in child's pose, just whatever your body is asking you for right now. You're more than welcome to take it. And just as we move through our practice, remembering that it is not about what your body looks like in these poses. It is more about what you are feeling and experiencing. So just really bringing that loving kindness, awareness throughout the entirety of our time here on the mat today. Awesome. So we'll meet in neutral table, and then let's walk our knees together for a hot second. And if you have a block, you're more than welcome to bring a block underneath your bum, because we're going to come and sit on our heels. And if your knees tend to be a little bit tight, this might not be as accessible. So just come into a comfortable seat, because we're going to take a moment and roll out the wrists. So bringing the hands out in front of us, just start to open and close your hands as fast as you possibly can. Kind of lighting up the forearms, working these muscles that don't get a ton of work. So going faster, 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 faster until you can't go anymore. You're gonna really start to feel it in your forearms, maybe in your thumbs. And then we'll bring the hands above us. Keep doing the same thing. Relax your shoulders. Faster, faster, faster. When you think you can't go any faster. Ooh, this is like a workout. Who said you need to lift weights to get stronger? 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, shake out your hands. Oh my God. That is, ooh, I got a hand cramp. Then we'll just come forward very gently. Start to stretch out the wrists now that we got some blood flow to them. So you can bring your fingertips towards the body and just put a gentle amount of pressure on. So your wrists may or may not be flexible, but that's kind of why we're doing this, because we don't really stretch out our wrists all day, especially if you're doing all the typey types on the keyboard. Then your hands are probably like this instead of like this. So just breathe into it, and again, keep that compassion towards yourself, and don't overdo it. It's not what we're here to do. It's not supposed to hurt. So you can rock gently back and forth. And another option, if your wrists are extra sensitive or tight, you can just pull your fingertips towards your body using your hand and just kind of alternate between the two. Just notice what parts of your body tend to crack. And then we'll roll out our wrists a bit and then roll them out the other way. We're gonna do a little bit of quad strengthening to offset a lot of the sitting that we do throughout the day. And then we'll do some hip openers and cool it off. But before we do that, I just wanted to warm up the wrists a bit. So all of that said, when you're feeling good, we'll come back on to all fours. And then we're gonna kick our right leg out towards the back of our mat, bringing the ball onto the feet, onto the floor, and just start to slowly rock front and back, stretching out the ankle, stretching out the back of the right leg. And then we'll come into stillness. As we inhale, we'll lift the right leg up towards the sky, keeping a hard flex in the right foot. And then we'll find some baby pulses. So just pulse that right heel up towards the ceiling. And notice if you're kind of jutting your left hip out, and just try to keep your left hip in line with that knee. Doing these movements. Staying present with the breath and reconnecting with the center of your body. So notice, again, another thing to notice, there's lots of things to notice, but try to just listen to my ramblings as best as you can by lifting the belly button in and up. At the same time, you're pulsing that right heel towards the ceiling. We'll do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower that right foot back down to the ground. Rock front and back. And then re-bend that right knee. Bring the big toes to touch. Knees hip distance apart. Sink your hips back. We'll take 3 breaths in child's pose. Noticing if you could feel a difference from one hip to the other. Beautiful. And then we'll inhale, rising on the breath once again, coming back into our table, repositioning the hands and knees as you need. Extend the left foot back, planting the left ball mound onto the floor, rocking front and back, waking up that ankle in the back of the leg. Continue to press evenly into both palms as we meet in stillness, and then inhale the left heel up towards the sky. Keeping a hard flex in the foot. Slowly start to find baby pulses here. Staying engaged throughout your core. The crown of the head is extending forward, so that line of energy that we tapped into in the beginning of our practice during our mindful breathing. See if you can harness that same energy throughout. And just strengthening the back body here. And for 5, 4, 3, keep pressing evenly into both palms. 2, engaging the core. And 1, lower the left foot down, maybe rock front and back. And then re-bend that left knee. And from here, we'll tuck both toes under, walk the hands forward just a tad, press the weight into the bottoms of your feet, engage the core, and slowly lift your hips up towards the sky, coming into our first downward dog together. Just gently bend one leg, straighten the other, working out some stagnant energy. Allow your head to relax between your shoulders, noticing the weight in both of your hands. Deep breath in, full breath out, let it go. Bring your gaze towards the top of your mat and take a nice little yogi stroll as we come to meet in our first forward fold. And this is where, if you have blocks accessible or books, you can bring the floor up to meet you. So depending on how mobile you're feeling today, we're just gonna hang over our lower half of the body and allow yourself to bring a deep bend into your knees here. We're kind of pulling, or not pulling necessarily, we're releasing the low back. Maybe sway from one side to the other. Really allow yourself to just let it go. Whatever it is, just let it go and then leave it where it lies. Maybe nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Yes, I will make more time to listen to my body. No, I will not take on that extra project right now. Good stuff. And then bring a deeper bend into your knees here. Slight engagement in the lower abdominals. Press evenly into both of your feet and slow and with control, roll up one vertebra at a time. Allowing the head to hang heavy and arrive last. I know that my head's going to be cut off in the video, but it's fine. We're not going to be standing for too long. Feet are grounded into the mat here as you bring that energy up through the base of your feet. Engage your thighs, spin your inner thighs towards one another. So if you were to hold a block between your legs, the block would not fall. Lift your belly button in and up. Roll your shoulder blades up towards your ears and then relax them down the back as you extend the fingertips down towards the floor. And then lengthen the crown of the head up towards the sky. Our mountain pose, feeling strong and steady. Inhale, both hands up towards the sky, finding length. And then exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, palms to shins, find a flat back. Exhale, forward and down. We'll plant our hands, and if you have your blocks handy, definitely feel free to bring the floor up to you as we step our right foot back. Lower the right knee down to the floor. Shift your weight back onto the right knee. Untuck the right toes. Your left knee is going to be stacked at 90 degrees over your left ankle. Coming into our low lunge here. And then slowly start to shift your weight into that front foot as you bring your palms to the top of that left knee and rise. Maintaining, what's the word? There's a word that I can't think of, alignment, I think, with the front of your mat. So your hips are gonna be square to the mat. That's what I meant to say. Continue that core engagement here, and just notice how when you lift your belly button in and up, you'll start to feel the deeper stretch along the front of the right hip flexor. And then we're gonna flow with our breath here. So we'll inhale, come forward gently, hands up above your head, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, bend the elbows, open your heart. Inhale, gather that energy forward, up and back. Exhale, cactus arms, slight back bend. Inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, cactus arms, gaze up. And then we'll inhale, finding the ground or your blocks as we shift our weight onto the back right knee, and then straighten in that front heel. I don't know if y'all can see how much cat hair is on my leggings, but there's a neighborhood cat that decided to become my friend today. Anyways, we're in half splits now. Feeling a really nice stretch along the back of that left leg. Left toes pointed up towards your face. Hug the left hip in, deep breath. And then exhale, rebend into the left knee. Come forward. If you are using your blocks, move them off to the side. Plant your hands. Tuck the back toes under. Press up with that back knee. Step back, coming into a plank pose. Engaging the core. Modification here, you can lower your knees down, or you can stay in a full plank, yogi's choice. Lighting that fire in the belly. So you press away from the mat. We hold for a count of 3. 2. Stronger than you think, I promise. And then 1, shift your hips up and back, downward dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Let it go. Inhale, gaze at the top of your mat. Walk, step, or hop to the front. Coming back to that forward fold. Inhale, palms to shins. Find a flat back here. So shoulder blades hugging together, crown of the head extending forward, belly button in and up. Exhale, forward and down. Bend your knees, gather all that energy as we inhale, rise up above the head, reach for the sky. And then exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, palms to your shins, flat back. Exhale, forward and down, plant your palms or find your blocks as we step our left foot back this time. Shifting your feet as needed. And then gently lower that left knee down to the ground. Untuck the left toes. Right knee is stacked over the right ankles. Finding your blocks for a little bit of support. And the other thing that you can do, apologies for not mentioning this earlier, but you can double up on your mat if your knee is a little sensitive. I'm just gonna pause here for a moment and notice what you're feeling and where you're feeling it. Once again, it's not about what it looks like, it's about what you're feeling. So just come back to that and use your breath as an anchor. And then we'll inhale, bring the palms to the top of that front knee. Shift the right hip back, lift the belly button in and up, and relax into the left hip flexor. Beautiful. And we'll move with the breath. Inhale, palms up and overhead, reach for the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, slight back bend. Inhale, palms forward and up. Exhale, cactus arms, heart open. One last time, you got this. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, cactus arms. And then finding your blocks or the mat. As we inhale, shift onto the left knee. Scooch the right heel forward. Hard flex in the right toes. Relax the right hip down, get a deep stretch along the back of that right leg. Full cycle of breath here. Exhale, and re-bend into that front knee. Walk your blocks or your props off to the side as you find the floor. Tuck the left toes under, press up with the back knee. Step your right foot back to meet your left, coming into the top of a push-up or modified plank. Whatever floats your boat. Engaging the core, pressing away from the mat. The shoulder blades should be pulling away from one another. And then the crown of your head is lengthening forward and your heels are extending back. So we hold for 3, 2, 1, hips up and back, downward dog. Deep breath in, full breath out, let it go. Relax your head between your shoulders, maybe shake your head a bit. And inhale, gaze at your hands. Walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, palms to shins, flat back. Exhale, forward and down. And then we're gonna bend our knees and just come onto our bumps as best you can, as gracefully as you can. We're gonna walk our feet out in front of us. Bring our palms to the back of our thighs. We're gonna lean onto our sacrum-ish, kind of, not really. It's more of our sit bones that we're using to support us here. But allow yourself to cultivate some fire within your core. And we're using our palms as kind of leverage and balance here. So this might be your stopping point, and that is totally fine. Just find your edge, whatever that is, and it's different every day. Roll your shoulders down your back, heart open, engaging the core. Maybe you lift one leg and lower. Maybe you lift the other leg and lower. Maybe you lift both legs. Or maybe you just keep alternating. Or maybe your feet are still on the ground, wherever you're at. It's totally cool. Keeping the heart lifted, using the palms behind the back of the thighs to support you. If you want to bring it up a notch, maybe you release the palms on either side. Shoulder blades together, heart up. Maybe you bring your palms to the front of your heart. And maybe, just maybe, you straighten your legs. Wherever you're at, keep breathing. So we hold for 3. Invite the shake, invite the heat. 2. And then on the 1, we're lower down, slow and with control. We'll walk, or we'll scooch our bum forward and slowly lower down 1 vertebra at a time, coming to meet on our backs. Hug the knees in towards your chest and rock gently from side to side. Massaging out the low back. Giving yourself a kudos for holding that boat pose for as long as you did. I can hear it in my students' minds whenever I say, put your hand behind your thighs. I get the death stare. So you did it, you survived. Proud of you. Awesome. Let's extend the left heel forward. Hug the right knee in towards your chest. Bring your left palm to the top of the left hip just for stability and begin to create small circles with the right knee. Just notice what you're feeling, as always, and then rotate in the opposite direction. And then hug it in towards your chest once again. Clasp your right knee with your left palm, bring your right hand out to the side, and then take a deep breath in. Exhale, guide your right knee over to the left, coming into a supine twist. Maybe cracking your back or your neck. Breathing in deeply, breathing out softly. Good stuff. Inhale, back to center, hug the right knee in. And then exhale, extend the right knee out to meet the left. And we'll pause here for a moment and just notice the difference between one leg to the other. Does one side feel longer than the other? Maybe, just maybe. Awesome. Inhale, bend the left knee up into your chest, give it a nice squeeze. Hug it, hug you like you love yourself, hug yourself like you love yourself. Sure, we'll go with that. And then right hand to the right hip, finding those same kind of circles on the other side. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. We're not symmetrical. If we were, then you win. I don't know what you win, but you win. And then rotating the opposite direction. Working out any crunchy bits. Creating some nice hip mobility here. Hug your left knee in towards your chest once again. So we bring the right hand to the left knee, extend the left hand out, take a deep breath in. Exhale, guide the left knee over to your right. Gentle twist. Oh. Breathing into your belly, kind of imagining that you were like wringing out a dirty towel. So we're doing that with both our spine. We're getting some spinal fluid moving to keep the spine nice and pliable and flexible and healthy. And we're also massaging the internal organs to help with digestion because I don't eat enough yogurt. So we do more twists. Deep breath in, full breath out, and then we'll guide our knee up to meet our chest once again, unpacking the twist and then extending the left foot out to meet the right. And we shall end in a beautiful Shavasana and lay here like a cicada. Just remembering that there's nowhere to go, there's nothing to do in this moment that I'm talking right now. But whatever you received from this practice, may it reinvigorate you, may it inspire you, may it allow you to show up for yourself with as much care and compassion as you show up for everyone else in your life. Bring one hand to your low belly and one hand to your heart. And just take a moment of gratitude for this time and space that you spent with your body. Bring our palms up to our third eye to close out our practice. Maybe while